One of the great features of SharePoint is the ability to ask SharePoint to let you know when an item has changed. For example, let's imagine that we're working together on this break-even analysis listed in this document library. And I can say to other folks on my team, hey, when you change this, would you send us all an email and let us know? And that really harkens back to another way of working with documents, which is as soon as I've changed it, I just do a reply all and send it back out to everybody. But I don't have to ask people to do that. I don't need to ask anybody to send me a copy of the document or even to send me a link to the document or even to let me know that they've worked on it. All I need to do is tell SharePoint that I'm interested in knowing about a document and how frequently I'd like to know about it. And the same thing applies to an item in a list or to an entire list or library. So I'm going to go to this break-even analysis document and I'm going to select it. Now I'm going to go to the Files tab and I'm going to say Alert Me. Set an alert on this document. So what I want to know is I want to know by email when anything changes in this document. Now, I can say anything changes or somebody besides me, but I'm just going to say anytime it changes, let me know at the end of the day that it's changed. I could also say send me an email right away. This means, though, that if we're doing a lot of editing on this document, then I'm going to get a lot of emails about it. So I need to balance those two things. How interested am I and how soon do I need to know? So I can imagine documents that I want to know immediately if anybody's changed them because they really shouldn't. But if I know that we're busy working on it, probably daily is often enough. And then I might have some other documents that I'm even slightly less interested in. So I'm going to say every day, send me a summary, say at 11 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll find out if somebody did it at noon, though. I'm not going to find out till the next day before lunch. I'm going to say about 4 o'clock. Send me a summary. So I will get an email that says, hey, somebody changed this document. If I have my email synchronized with my smartphone or my iPhone, I can even be on the road and I'll get that reminder that says, hey, guess what? Somebody changed this document. And that email will actually have a link that I can click to come right back here. All I need to do is click OK to set this. Now, if I want to get rid of that alert, I can go back to Alert Me and manage my alerts, and I can change this alert. I can either click and edit it, or I can select it and I can delete it. I can add alerts here as well, but I have to know a lot about what I want, what library I'm in, what I'm looking at. It's just easier to see what I want to set an alert on. For example, I want to go to the tasks list, and I want to know whether or not Gerald has updated the task about reviewing the story. All I need to do is select it, go up to tasks, and say, alert me if it changes. Set an alert on this item. Same kind of thing. Send me an email when, and say when. So that's how easy it is to set an alert on an individual item or an individual document. What if I want to know if anything changes here? Not that somebody has gone in necessarily and edited a particular small item, but I want to know if there's new stuff. So I can say, please let me know whenever a new item is added. So the choices for an entire list or library are different than for an item. At the item, I'm worried, did somebody edit it? Let me know. Did somebody delete it? Let me know. Here, I want to know about the library as a whole. Send me alerts when anything changes. That's one possibility. Or send me an alert when new items are added. So what I can do then is I can say, send it immediately, daily, or weekly. If you're going to get daily or weekly summaries, it makes sense sort of to have them all come in at the same time so you're not managing them all the way through the week, unless there's a pressing need. For example, if you have to do an update meeting on Thursdays, that team, you might want to get all of the alerts from their site the day before rather than on Thursday night. But normally you'll want to bundle these together so you're not watching them fly in all day long. So this is where we would set an alert for an entire list. And if we go back to a document library and we go to library, this is where you would set alerts for an entire document library whenever anything is new. This is a feature that everybody knows about when they first start working with SharePoint, but that many people, I think, over time simply quit using. I would encourage you to keep this as part of your practice. It's flattering in a way to have somebody say, please let me know how you're progressing on things, or let me know when you've made some changes. But it feels even better to not have to do that, to have my users set up alerts so they're being notified automatically about the work being done by the rest of the team. Sitting and watching and then sending an email when something happens, that's a great job for SharePoint and a pretty dull job for a human being.